So what we will be doing throughout the year is we will start off the year with a couple of exercises. The first one is called Setting the Stage, and we separated it up into 4 different sections, one for each group. And if you go ahead and take a look at it, you'll see that there are a set of documentaries and instructional videos that we're going to use to stimulate a conversation between the groups. Of course, the chemistry group is going to have documentaries and instructional videos that are geared towards the chemical sciences, and then those who are studying material sciences are going to be taking a look at videos regarding material science and so on. But it's hoped that through this exploration and discussion that we'll find some commonalities that we can hold on to as we work through the year. Okay. And once we do that, then we're going to introduce the concept map. Okay. And each area of study is going to have its own kind of personalized version of that introduction. And what the concept map is it's basically a graphic organizer for how we want you to synthesize your studies for a 2-week period. Okay, so for instance, Will here had the topic of the DB scan, which is a clustering algorithm used in machine learning, and we separated up into concept and theory, and then application, comparisons, explanation videos, which you all are going to create, and any resources that you use throughout that time of study. Okay. And once we get through that, then we're going to also introduce the journals. And what are journals? Well, they're just going to be blogs. And of course, we have all of this a synthesis of data and information that we put into the concept map. But then there's also the personal story of what you did throughout the year. What happened. I mean, last year was crazy because coronavirus hit. And that was documented here in the journal, right? So if you take a look at this along with the concept map, you can get more of a holistic idea of what was going on throughout the year. And that's our hope. So we're going to go ahead and go through that, and once we do, then we're going to introduce the idea of the paper airplane project, which is going to be your primer for how to write a technical paper. Okay, so you're going to conduct experiments, and then you're going to synthesize your results and your conclusions and everything into a paper in the same format as the ones that you're going to explore throughout the year. All right. So the chem group is going to be exploring some research papers in chemistry, and in the material science is going to be exploring research papers in material science and so on. And so as a primer, just to get you guys attuned with that format, we are going to be deploying what we call the paper airplane project. Okay, and by the end of the year, maybe I'm stepping ahead of myself, but next we're going to go ahead and take a look at what areas of study we are going to be diving into. And so chem is going to kind of explore the chemistry world and see what's out there, get a feel for the edges of the science of chemistry, and same with material science, machine learning, and algorithms. And with chem, I believe you have a couple of choices that you can make that Dr. Stoltz is going to offer you with regard to what you're going to study. The material science group as well, right? I believe there's 2 groups, and they are each studying different aspects of nanomaterials. Machine learning is going to be fairly open, so once we go ahead and start exploring, then we can pick out what's going to be the most, what the group is going to be the most enthusiastic about learning, and we're going to go ahead and move forward with that. And then algorithms, you're also going to be making a choice and seeing where you want to concentrate your efforts. Okay. And then once you go ahead and make that decision, then we're going to start the research. And so this is where most of the work is going to be happening, right? So we're going to be spending so this is just an introduction of how we're going to be setting up the coursework. And once we do that, then you're going to be working for 2 weeks, synthesizing your material in the concept map. And then when the concept map is not due, then you're going to be turning in a journal entry, right? So it's either going to be a journal entry on Friday or a concept map on Friday. And we're going to use that throughout the year as our, evidence of your learning. Okay. And then at the end of the year, we're going to have a team presentation. And the team presentation is going to draw on the research paper that you guys wrote early in the year, or the research paper on paper airplanes, right? So we're going to be using that same format, and we're going to be synthesizing all the information that we gathered throughout the year, and placing it into a final presentation that will have the same categories as those found in your research papers, right? And in all research papers. So that's the year in total, and this is going to be a crazy year because of Corona, but hopefully we'll be able to get onto Caltech campus sometime towards the maybe second semester, and you guys can get your hands wet in the labs and interacting with your faculty mentor.